One day after class, my friend Rebecca dragged me into the ladies' room. Her eyes sparkling like she had a secret. She leaned in, pulled something out of her pocket, and whispered, "Guess what this is?" It was a small piece of plastic, shiny and smooth. It read, "Durex." "I found it in a drawer at home," she said, giggling. That was my first experience of quote-unquote sex education. I was 14, not in a classroom, not from a teacher, but in a toilet with my best friend. Honestly, for many girls out there like me, that's how sex education started. Through whispers, jokes, or whatever we see online. In this digital age, information seems to be everywhere. And yet somehow, real, honest conversation about sex is nowhere. Growing up in a world that's both modern and deeply traditional is quite confusing. On the one hand, we have smartphones, AI tutors, global video calls. On the other hand, sex is still a topic buried underground, something to be avoided or even silenced. So, why do so many of us growing up feeling so confused, ashamed, or even afraid? Why is it so hard for girls to talk about sex openly? Let's take a step back. For centuries, women have been placed in tiny boxes. We're told to be quiet, told to be polite, and modest. Good girls don't talk about sex. Good girls wait and say nothing. These aren't rules, these are labels. Once you break them, even a little, you're no longer a good girl. Sometimes, when we see somebody's feeling confused, ashamed, afraid, it's he or she might not know what to say. They don't know what to show. They don't have words when facing these topics. Because while we are on the internet, sex's topic is still buried underground. It's not talked openly, especially for parents. Girls especially feeling ashamed to talk about this. And in this digital age, we don't have right or the power to say it. While some of us are still battling for shame, some are facing something even worse, which is pain. In parts of Africa today, somebody are still facing the female genital mutilation, or FGM. It refers to the cutting or removal of a girl's genitalia. This procedure is done without surgical reason, with no anesthesia, and often no consent. But why do they still do this? The answer is to control. To control girls as a marriage material. After going through FGM, girls are deprived of love and sex agency, becoming completely a marriage material. If anybody ever says no, she is going to be labeled as impure, incomplete, and even disgraceful. So, under these circumstances, as we all can see, that is the point. Across cultures, women are constantly told that their bodies aren't their own. But here's where everything changed. We are the digital generation. We grew up with smartphones in our hand and voices in the cloud. We have power that no generation before us had. We can build movements with hashtags. We can find allies across the ocean. We can break the silence with a single post. We have the power that no other generation before us had. And it's time to use that power, not to judge each other, but to free each other. Free each other from the silence, from the shame, and from the pain. Because this generation, we're not just breaking labels. We're rewriting the stories. We're owning our bodies. And that is where the real change begins. Thank you.